we got ourselves a sweet little developer update from TaleWorlds Entertainment. And really what it's going to be going through is the modding tools. That's really going to be the big focus of this 4-minute video by TaleWorlds. I'm going to go ahead and press play. We're going to kind of watch it together. I have muted it and I'll speak over what they're talking about. But if you just came here really quick to get some hard and fast news, here's the upfront synopsis. The modding tools are amazing. You can pretty much attack everything in the game from a granular level and manipulate it from straight up the textures on a wall to the topography of individual maps. So it looks beautiful. In addition, it's got an and more section. They talk about spear bracing that they're going to be adding to the game, hooked spears, which will unmount a mounted cavalry unit, obviously, if you're attacking from foot. And then the portions in the beginning and end talk about things that have already added to the game, like auto blocking and new STURGIAN armor. But I think one of the other cool things that they're doing too is new formation AI. So if that's all you wanted, there you go. There's your hard and fast minute of news. You can go ahead and now close the video if you so wish, but please do like, subscribe, comment below, because it does really help me. I know you're not watching all the way through, but again, I just want to reinforce that point. But let's jump right into this here. I'm just going to press play. They just kind of say, hey, we're going to be going through the modding tools right now. And I think that this is going to be an amazing update to the game. Obviously, we've all wanted modding tools for some time, but I think the coolest thing about this is how much control we're going to have with the game through the modding tools. And right now we see the scene editor. So like I said, we can manipulate the topography of the map up, down. Huge swaths of the map can now be completely manipulated. Here we're going to go through the terrain tool, and this one's really cool so we can see all the different types of terrain that you can add and create into the game. So this makes for some really fun, creative ways to manipulate than we've already seen, right? We've already seen some pretty crazy things to do, but now with this level of control, like look at this, I can add cobblestone, sand, grass, wherever the hell I want. Just sprout up trees everywhere. So this thing has got a lot of really cool power behind it. And I think that's something that I know from personal experience with talking a lot of the modders, they're pretty much looking through the code and saying, okay, well, I can manipulate this value, and this value. The modding tools, and this for those of you who don't know how the modding tools are really going to work, obviously now you can see the level of granularity and the level of manipulation you can now give to the game, but it's also documentation on how to update your mods from update to update so that you don't have these huge jumps with mod compatibility. Yeah, I'll stick with that. In between each and every main branch and beta branch. This is a really great way to streamline what the modders can access now. And it's a gateway into the Steam workshop for mods. Kind of moving forward here, we're going to look at some FLORA being added in. And if there's one thing I like, it's the ability to add a birch tree on whim. Because if I'm not slamming into them at full tilt with my horse, what the hell am I doing playing the game? But again, you can just pretty much do everything here. Now, this is cool too. You obviously can add entities, but you can also manipulate these entities in really cool ways. So you're going to drop a little Stygian butter barrel here, a butter tub. Watch what they can do here. They just do all sorts of cool stuff with this stuff. And I think, like I said, this opens the door to so many cool mods in so many crazy ways, because now they can just attack every single facet of the game. And we already get a Warhammer mod in the way that the game looks now and the way that they're trying to mod it now. So imagine having this level of control over every aspect of the game, being able to create things from the ground up. You can see right here, I'm not the master of Cinema 4D here, but this looks like I can import meshes from Cinema 4D and my minute playing with that actual software here. So you can see that they're editing the materials, they're making the cobblestones more apparent and less apparent, more weathered, so on and so forth. You can actually edit the textures in the modding tools themselves, adding particle editors into here. So you can really see why this has been taking so long for TaleWorlds to roll out. This isn't just a simple, yeah, here you go, modify the game, do whatever you want. It's got a cloth editor. Like, I can make linen if I so wish. I'll go up like a tinderbox if I'm in a blacksmith, but still. Model viewer. So like I said, you can really do everything. You can add all sorts of items to these characters. And I really am, I'm crazy about these modding tools. I was not expecting this at all. I was not expecting some sort of manipulation of the map like this. And even take a look at this. Look what I can do. Look at all this crazy crap. I can add a giant crab. Are you kidding me? The hell game am I playing now? So, and more section though goes through some of the stuff that they've either already added to the game or they plan on adding. Auto block, we already know that this is in the game. This is the ability to essentially go here to the control block section and switch it to auto. So whenever you press right click as an inbound attack is coming, the character will naturally go to the direction of the inbound attack. So you don't have to try and pivot left and right with your mouse or with your cursors. New formation AI is looking pretty cool here too. Looks like it's a very nice, concise way to consolidate your troops rather than just having them smash into each other until they roughly assemble into a formation that makes sense. So they've kind of talked about it where it's an increased AI as well as making the formations work better. So we'll see what this means as it comes into the game. Maybe this will mean a new UI for it. Maybe this will allow us to do custom formations, something that a lot of people have asked for in the community wishlist video that we did some like a month, 2 months ago now at this point. So the formation AI is looking pretty cool because right now at this point, I use like 3 formations. Well, I guess 4, including line, but I use line, shield wall for my infantry, loose for my archers, and skein formation for my horses. Very rarely do I use shield formation because everything was in a single soldier long shield, or I'm sorry, a circle formation. If you see right here, that's a very nice dense circle formation. I feel like if any cavalry were to charge me, I'm actually going to get a benefit out of it. So we'll see how this formation AI kind of shakes up in the patches to come, I suppose. Oh, that's a beautiful skein. I've never done skein with infantry. It looks great. We also get spear bracing, another requested feature. This is going to be added into multiplayer and then eventually into single player. It says it's already present in multiplayer, but I've personally never seen it in my playing of captain mode. So maybe I'm just blind, but they said it uses the similar formula to a couched lance. So the faster something is going at you, the more damage it's going to do. We also get hooked spears, which are an ability for infantry to dismount people. And look at the animation for dismounting. Boom. So we actually get the ability to dismount people too already in the game, at least from a perk text standpoint, but it doesn't seem to have actually been 100% implemented. They said that hook spears will only be coming to single player first with plans to implement them into multiplayer. And then lastly, we get the Sturgian armor, which we've already seen added into the game with the most recent 1.4.3 beta branch. So if you have not jumped on that, you can use the Northern Short Lamellar Vest or Northern Lamellar Vest, which is the other one. As well as these new Sturgian shields, which are pretty sweet. They're pretty awesome. Nothing crazy or cool about them though, but overall, I think that this is a really exciting development. And I think that this is a much needed video to kind of show people what they're in for with these modding tools. I think it's an interesting kind of nebulous term when someone says, oh, the modding tools are coming. Well, if you're the layman and you don't really understand what that means, and me even personally, I didn't even understand it was going to be this level of control. You don't really understand what's really coming with it. This video really presents itself on the level of manipulation that these modders are going to have. I know I've said that like 50 times now in this video, but I think it's so important to really drive this point home. I mean, I play tons of Total War, Warhammer 1, 2, Shogun, everything, and I don't think I've ever seen this level of manipulation. Then again, I've never made a mod in Warhammer, or in Total War, so that's neither here nor there. But my point still remains, this is almost like an Adobe Photoshop or Premiere level editor for the game for just someone that wants to manipulate and mod it. So I'm really stoked to see what comes of this. A lot of people have wanted a lot of pretty intensive mods in the game. This is finally going to give those modders that capability to do so and also keep their mods streamlined and updated. But also get a lot of really cool things that if you're not into the modding community, that are going to be coming to the vanilla game in the spear bracing and so on and so forth. So like I said, hopefully this comes in the next beta branch. We're due for a beta branch to main branch transition, as well as a new beta branch to crop up here, probably in the next week or two. I'm hoping that we get it around late August, if not mid-August, for that transition to 1.4.4, or if they're going to just jump to 1.5 at that point, we'll see. But let me know in the comment section below what really excited you about this video here. I know that a lot of people have seen this. They've sent it to me and said, did you see this? I'm like, yeah, I did. It's damn awesome. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, all that fun action. And again, let me know some of the features that you want to see added to the game. I'm going to be doing a video on the perk system and what I think is really lacking with it to kind of not necessarily bring awareness to it, but to really kind of drive this point home of, hey, the community wants these perks fixed. If we can get it in a community patch, why can't TaleWorlds themselves do this? And hopefully I can actually get correspondence from the developers themselves to kind of speak to what's going on, what their plans are, so on and so forth. Of course, there's going to be a nugget of mystery behind that and enigmaticism, but we'll just deal with it and see what comes. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one and take care.